Hello, namaste. Yes, I've just been asked a question. What is the difference between discernment and judgment? Okay, so that's a good question. Discernment is when you have enough logic in place, enough intuition in place that you can see what's the lay of the land concerning something. Okay, if you have enough discernment, and some people don't have any discernment, they don't have some people don't have any kind of a logical sense, or they can't sense when something's off with somebody. If you have discernment, that comes in, and it's just a kind of a natural thing that happens, that you can see, oh, okay, there's something wrong with this, or if somebody is going to promote some sort of a con, and you have discernment to see what's coming down the road with that, and you don't get involved in it, you don't get taken in. Discernment is like not getting taken in by email scams, these other scam things. You can see what's going on, and you don't involve. Okay, so that's discernment. You can see red flags coming up about something. Okay, so that again is discernment. Judgment, on the other hand, is making a absolute conclusion about something. You can jump to a judgment, or you can be judgmental. If you are judgmental, maybe based on your past things, you have a knee-jerk reaction to something, and then you jump to a conclusion. Okay, sometimes the conclusion could be right, sometimes it could be a fallacy. Okay, but a judgment means that you have just you've already come to a conclusion about it, and that's it. Okay, discernment is seeing the signs of something. Judgment is already a foregone conclusion. That's the way it is. Okay, so there you have it. That's my take on it between discernment. Sometimes you can use discernment to make a judgment, but then sometimes some people just make, like I say, a knee-jerk reactionary judgment that doesn't have discernment in front of it. Okay, so judgment can be a beneficial thing, or it can be non-beneficial. It just depends on where the judgment is coming from. Is it coming from a discernment, or is it coming from just a knee-jerk reaction of condemnation? Okay. You can also judge something as beneficial. Okay, judgment, not all judgment has to be negative. You also have a judgment that something is beneficial. But again, use discernment. If you have discernment, use discernment first before you jump to a judgmental conclusion one way or another. Don't just take as a blanket thing that everything, people want to lump all things in one area, like all religions are bad. Okay, judgmental. They're all bad. I'm not looking at it a case by case. I'm not looking at the evidence. I've judged them all to be bad. That's it. Okay, that's judgmentalism. Okay, so again, there's so many intricacies between judgment and discernment. Don't lump everything into one thing. If you've had problems with one person, like say one race, like what kind of Trump does, he kind of everybody that happens to be of Latin extraction, they're all rapists, they're all this, they're all that. He's judgmental, just absolutely categorized them, and that's it. Okay, he has no openness anywhere. So don't be judgmental when it comes to just knee jerk reactionary, lumping everything into one category without using discernment to look at actually what's taking place. Okay, let's look at facts, not opinions. Some people use opinions to jump to judgments. Judgments should be based on facts, not a single opinion that one makes a leap to a judgment. So hopefully this hasn't become more confusing. Namaste. Thank you for asking.